All right, go to the riff. Iran must be hit on all fronts now, including covert action for regime change. That's my topic. General Keane will be here in just a moment. So, after yesterday's IRGC performance, trying to attack an American military base in Jordan, on top of all the other attacks they've made, and all the things they've refused to say about a reopening of the Strait of Hormuz deal, these are radical Islamists. They hate America, they hate Israel. They're deluded into thinking that they can win the war and run the Middle East and continue to sponsor terrorism and build nuclear weapons. It's a delusion. It's one thing after another with them. And I think it's fair to say right now, negotiations going nowhere, absolutely nowhere. Now, President Trump is doing what no other president has done, trying to bring peace and freedom to the Middle East and stop the Iranians and stop their nuclear ambitions. But I think his options now are really more battlefield, major combat, not diplomacy. And I will support that, as I have. I'd simply add the importance of economic fury and maxing out all the sanctions, including Carg Island, hammering again their nuclear capabilities and facilities that may or may not be left. These are not rational people. It's a theocratic regime run by militarists and Marxists. And the end result is escalation right now is inevitable. The president's going to make his mind up, but I think the handwriting is on the wall. Resumption or return to major combat operations, a tightening of the economic screws. It's not tit for tat. I'm still believing in unconditional surrender. And finally, I want to note covert operations. I assume there's already been a presidential finding on covert operations by the president directing the CIA and other secret intelligence services, and I am assuming hand-in-glove work with the Israeli Mossad. This is an Iranian version of the Reagan doctrine, which you recall brought down Soviet communism without firing a shot, really, but using covert operations to help freedom fighters in Poland and Eastern Europe and Latin America. This could be the Trump version of the Reagan doctrine, as already practiced in Venezuela and probably soon in Cuba, but most pressingly and importantly, practiced right now in Iran. Now, whether Reza Pahlavi or other temporary leaders or groups or leaders or whoever else, covert operations will move us in the direction of regime change, which I think has got to be a vital part of our war strategy. All right, and that's my quick take today.